with a softball one just because I feel like I want your guys' opinion on this because this is such an easy layup take for me that it'll ease us back in. We've been on a break for a while, okay? And I just think that this one is like if you're not on this side and you're a fence sitter, then I don't even think you have any Counter-Strike opinions at all, okay? It's rather simple. MOUZ with their change will not make any playoffs this season. No playoffs. That's zero playoffs at all. Like they're not going to.
Season, you said, yeah.
Yeah, this season for the 6 months that here until the player break, they're not going to make a single playoffs. I know that they've got a good roster. If you want to just take HLTV top 20 verbatim, they have actually 5 guys that are in the top 21 players in the world right now. So you should think that that's all you need. But if you value tactics at all, if you value synergy whatsoever or a leader and what they provide to a team at all, then I would say that you're likely on my side. Curious about your thoughts though, guys.
Okay.
You want to go down?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be brief. I'm actually kind of shocked that you think that's like a mild take because here's the thing. I actually don't really know if I would pick that because the weird thing is, I'd get it if you were like, they won't be like, they'll never challenge for a title. They won't be in a semi or something. Bro, like playoffs, like they're not going to even be like one-time top 8 or like, I'm assuming you're not counting like EPL, like top 12 or whatever. Like, well, I don't know what actually the new format is. I haven't seen it to be fair. They're not even going to make
actually,
a top 8.
I'm not sure how many people make it there. I'll just say, okay, here we'll make it.
You just mean like
they won't make a top 8.
Yeah,
they won't make a top 8. They won't make a top 8.
The problem with that is though, that they can't even fluke it just by people fragging in one game.
I don't think you can fluke to get to. Well, I guess it's top 6 for things like Kato and for what they're not making it that obviously.
Arena?
Like,
you want to say arena?
If you want to do that, yeah, that might be.
Yeah, arena. They're not making the arena playoffs of anything, and they're not making top 8 of you.
Well, in that case, I'll just say this. I put it this way, I would agree. If I had to bet, yeah, I'd probably edge on that side. I wouldn't make it huge though. I'd probably still make it like 54% that that's true. And it's mainly just because, yeah, it's true. If you think of like the current format of like Katowice, if you have to go through like 3 to 5 best of 3s, yeah, I doubt they're going to win enough of those to do it. They can definitely win a best of 3 against people. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't have Spinks. Like, surely he just walks in the server and has a game where he shoots people. You know what I mean? Like, so I figure with the players, they can do it as a fluke. But I know what you mean. Like, I actually do think it's sort of underrated now if you don't get an easy draw. It's pretty hard to make the arena. There's a lot of fucking killers around sort of like 7 to 12 in the world.
It's yeah. Winning a BO3 though doesn't mean you're in the arena playoffs. Yeah, no, sure. I'm not seeing them winning consecutive.
It's not a bad take. What do you think, Kassad?
I think that Maui might be on point because the thing is like, let's direct the fucking conversation to this change they did. Listen, the first part, removing Shui or whatever the fuck his name is, the thing is, like, I can understand that part, right? I can understand, like, something happens. People fucking get into a fight or into like some sort of, when I say fight, I mean argument, not like physical fight.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe somebody did that too. But the thing is, like, in an argument,
have you seen them? They're not getting in a physical fight.
Mate, they'd be more likely to throw down fucking Pokeballs than fists, mate. You know what I mean?
The thing is, like,
this is Torzy.config, man.
They'd be doing Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I know.
Listen, they removed them, and like I said, sometimes damage is so much done that it's irreversible for somebody to kind of stay in the team, right? Whatever the fuck, right? Nobody, like, whatever. So, but probably that's what happened in MOUZ at some point, and that whole direction, whatever the thing was that was announced, yeah, cool. We know that's not true. Everybody knows that's not true, and everybody like was kind of expecting some sort of answers. Nobody's spilling any secrets, keeping the dirty laundry in, which is respectable, I guess, in some way. It's fine. We don't need to know all the details. Sure. It's not really relevant to, like, kind of, even though MOUZ has a big army of fans, but whatever. Let's keep it like that. So he's out. What was mind-boggling to me, the fact that they brought in to be the IGL Broland, the most introverted person on the fucking planet Earth. No. Like, the guy has no emotions. He barely speaks. When he does interviews, he's like a fucking corpse. He doesn't say shit. And you expect that guy to hype your team up, call stuff, mid-round call, do all these things in game. And even all these things about the communication I heard from Hampus because he played with him. He said how good he was, but he's quiet. He's that type of person. He's your JKS. That's like Liquid putting JKS to IGL. Like, that's not gonna work.
Exactly.
That is not gonna fucking work. And whoever thought that was going to work is either delusional or he's like Honden getting salary or getting money from another org. But the thing is like,
okay.
Saboteur, yeah. The thing is like, coming in with Spinks, that's a good fucking pickup, not gonna lie. But also there is a matter of, I don't know who was from Vitality, I think it was Flames at the desk in Kato said like, listen, so at some point, like he openly said it, I believe, that Spinks like last season didn't even want to play with us. You know, he didn't want to play, it was hard for us. So I don't know, like what's wrong with Spinks? Like you don't want to play with fucking Zaivu? You know? I mean, what's going on there? Like, but that's a different story. But bringing in him on paper is good for MOUZ. But the IGL, because they look terrible. Tactically, you know, team-wise, like the body language, everything looked completely off. And you cannot even blame the young guy, like, who, like, whatever, he just came.
Yeah.
But, like, the games, I've watched both games. And they got stomped by Liquid, 13-7-37. Gamer Legion, who is not supposed to beat them, even though they are the best surprise of the event, beat them easily, quite easily. So, what's going to happen next? You think that Spinks is going to come in and immediately the team is going to become 40% better? Is 40% enough to get into the top 6, top 8 of big events? I don't think it is. So the problem is quite clear for me. I mean, if you look at the individual exertion, as good as he is, he's not a big game player. Tosh is. Spinks, he might be good, but he's not as he was before. Brolin with the IGL role, his fucking numbers and impact is gonna go down. What's gonna happen with the positions? Like if this stays like this, it's a lot of things to kind of consider. So you saying they're not gonna be in the arena is fair take, right? I think it's completely fine. I think what's gonna happen unless they change the IGL or bring the guy back.
I think they will, but I think it's going to be after the 6 months, which is why I'm saying.
When they realize, oh, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
By the way,
you're all right. Yeah.
As pointed out, like I hope everyone who watches this show understands by now, I don't give a flying fuck what Cyclone or any player says until Shuhei signs a contract with another team. Like you have to understand it would be insanity to say what is wrong with this guy or why he can't be allowed to play in your team, and you literally kicked him before his home event and an event in which you don't even have the new player and you have to use an FPL player. Like nobody would do that for the reasons they've said. It is utter insanity. In fact, the maddest thing about the fact they're even addressing that instead of saying no comment is they're making themselves look stupid. That's the maddest part of all, because if it really was like his vision, then you just GM'd this org as terribly as you can. And actually, I think the MOUZ GM's done a generally very good job. Like I wouldn't put that on them. And I'll just throw this out there. And the joke is
for a year.
The joke is
the fucking vision changed. So.
Obviously it didn't. And the joke is, Kassad, I actually think now, though, I've got a better story. Obviously there wasn't a fist fight. Obviously no one was screaming and tearing apart the building. What obviously happened was, when they were playing Settlers of Catan, fucking Shuhei was that asshole who'd always align just to stop the first guy winning, Zershin or something. He didn't care about winning himself, Maui. He was just that douche who wanted to fucking block everyone else. And eventually he just did it to so many people. If you don't know, the reason I'm bringing this joke is, because that's like the most fucking... I won't use the actual term, I would, but the most like German fucking game of all time, where it's just stupid ass rule following. It's actually a game that's designed not to bring people together and have fun, but just to destroy friendships and like test to the absolute limit if you even like someone. So the joke would
like
be
Monopoly.
That's like their version of fucking having a fight. You know, it's like I can't play with him anymore. He betrayed me.
Exactly.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.